Hello everyone. So how are you all? Good. Okay. So in today's session we are going to start with a new topic, that is the Boolean logic gates and proposition or conclusions. So the logical statements actually we are going to start with. So let us start. Propositional logic and hardware is a topic which is given in ISC, and the Boolean logic gates are given in CBSE also. So this is actually going to work from both of the type of students. I mean the one which are doing their +2 from CBSE board or from ICSE board. Okay, so let us start. The first term which we are going to start is proposition. So what is proposition? A proposition is an elementary atomic sentence that may either be true or false but may take no other value. So it is actually a logical statement, Proposition is also a logical statement, right? So the logical statements are something which will give you a result always in a form of true or false. Anything you can consider. Suppose I am saying it is raining. It is raining. So what is that? You can check it is raining. So you will say yes, it is raining, or no, it is not raining. So it is possible for you to find the answer of this in true or false form. So this is a statement which is called a logical statement. So proposition is what? It is an elementary atomic sentence. It is also a sentence which will give you a result in a form of true or false but no other value. So we are actually in our proposition or Boolean, we are denoting true with 1 and false with 0. So 1 is on and the false is off also sometimes. Okay. So next is what is operator. So our operator or a connective. So operator is also called connective. Joins simple propositions into compound. Simple proposition, the example which I have given to you in the previous one, is called a simple proposition. So you will be able to find or form a compound statement also. So compound is something more than one. Okay, so how can you do that? More than one. For that, connective is required, right? So connective are called operators and joins to form compound into a larger compound statement as well. So if you will check for the different types of operators which we are going to discuss in this, our first one is plus, then we have dot, we have this is called implication, and this is called biconditional. In detail, we are going to cover these all in the further portion. So we have disjunctive, so also called or. Okay, this is also called or. So the 3 points are given here. This or is actually represented by plus sign, or it is looking like this V, but this is something the arrow downwards. So this plus sign is for or. Now the second is, suppose you have two statements and you are representing the statements with A and B. So you will write A plus B. So this A plus will be or A or B. Both are equivalent. Disjunction means one of the two arguments is true or both are true. So in that case, it will give you true result. You know very well, plus is something, if you have 1 plus 0, then also it will give you 1. And if you have 0 plus 1, then also it will give you 1. And if you have 1 plus 1, then also you will be getting 1. So two argument is true when any of the one or both are true. Okay. So third one is P plus Q or P, and this is the second symbol Q. So means P or Q, its meaning is either P is true, this one, P. Suppose this is P and this is Q. So P is true or Q is true. In this, if it is P and Q, so Q is true or both are true. Here P and Q, both are true. So this is giving you the correct answer. This is disjunctive. Now we will go for conjunctive, also called and, represented by symbol dot. And this is called, this is the symbol here also. Conjunction means both of the arguments are true, then only it will give you true result. So 1 plus 1 only will, sorry, it is not plus, it is dot. Okay. So 1 dot 1 will give you 1. Otherwise, if you have 1 dot 0, then also it would be 0. Then 0 dot 1 is also 0. And obviously 0 dot 0 will be 0. meaning if both of the values or both of the logical statement or propositions are true, then only you will be getting a true result. Next is conditional, also called then or implication or implies. So this is the symbol we are using for implication. So represent P and Q are two propositions. So represented by symbol what? This is the symbol. Implication means if one argument is true, then other argument is true. So if one argument is true, then the other argument is true. So we can check the biconditional one now. Biconditional is the arrow is both of the side. Means either both arguments are true or both are false. So in case if 1 and 1 are there, then it will be 1, or 0, 0 are there, then it will be 1. Otherwise for 0, 1 and 1, 0, you will be getting 0. And the symbol is the bidirectional P. Bidirectional Q means if P and only if P is true, then the Q is true. Its meaning is P and Q are either both true or both false. Now the truth table. What is truth table? See what all the logical statements we have covered in the previous slide. So those logical statements are statements. And statements are what? These are the sentence or sentences, right? So sentences are not so easy to read and it will take a little more time. So we have a truth table which will define all those things, the truth or the falsity. Truth is 1 and the falsity is 0 of the proposition. Proposition is, you know, the logical statement. So it will we are denoting those two things with the help of 0 and 1. A truth value if a complete list of possible truth values of a proposition. Complete possible combinations we are going to use. So let us discuss in more details to understand it properly. Just check it the truth table for all the conjunctives which we have covered. So we started with negation. Negation means to negate, or negation is also called opposite. Okay, so the symbol which we are using for negation is bar, or we have dash, or we have a tilde here and then P. So anything is fine, any one you can use to show the negation. Now the point is if P is there, so P is a logical statement which is proposition. Okay, so it may be true or false. So 1 is for true and 0 is for false. So what it is going to do? It is going to reverse the answer. So please check it. If the input is 0, then it will give you 1. And if it is 1, then 0. So this is going to negate it. Can you see? 0 to 1 and 1 to 0. Please don't go with this arrow. I am just explaining it to you. Otherwise, there is a special meaning for the arrow. So I removed it. Now you go for disjunction, which is or. And or is, you can see, we have the plus sign. So if any one is true, now how to write these things? See, you can see these are the two inputs. So if two variables are there, first you will start with 2 zeros and then 2 1, then 0 1 and 0 1. Okay, this is the way. If suppose 3 variables are there, so in that case how to form this table? Just check it properly. In that case, if P, Q and R3 are there, so you will write 4 times 0 and then 4 times 1 and then 2 times 0, 2 1, 2 zeros, 2 1, and then last is 0 1 0 1 0 1 and then 0 1, and then P plus Q, 0 plus 0 is 0, then 0 plus 1 is, if any one is true, 0 plus 1 is 1, then 1 plus 0 is 1 and then 1 plus 1 is 1. So this is the property of disjunctive, and the same equivalent truth table is given here. Then you please check the truth table for the conjunction. It is the and which is denoting with the help of this dot. So for this, both of the input should be true. So both of the input should be true. Both should be true. So true is with the help of 1. So please check it again. Two variables are there, 0 0 1 1, 0 1 0 1. P dot Q. So both. So this is 0 0 0 1. So both are not there. 0 dot 0. 0 dot 1 obviously 0, 1 dot 0 obviously 0, then 1 dot 1. So both are true. Both are true will give you 1. Then you have implication. Implication, please check it properly. If P is true, okay, and Q is false, then only it will give you false. The resultant will be false. Okay, so P is true means here 1, Q is false means here 0, then the answer will be 0. Please check it 0, 1, then 0, it will give you 0. So here you please check it, P is true, but here to P is 0 only, 0 dot implication. Here is the sign. Okay, P implication Q, so 0, 0 dot 0, obviously we have 1. For this only we have false, right? Then we have 0 implies 1, so P is 0 only, P should be 1, so it is 1. Then P is 1 implies Q, Q is 0, so in that case only it will give you the false result, which is 0, and otherwise it will give you 1 result. That's correct only. So now let us discuss with the equivalence table, truth table, which is also called biconditional, and the arrow or the symbol which we are using for biconditional is both of the direction. So in between these two, both of the direction arrow will come. Now you can see two inputs are there. We have P and Q, and as you are working with all the possible combination of two of the input, so the way I already told you, 00 11 01 01. And now biconditional is something if both of the values are same for both of the inputs, like P is also having 0, Q is also having 0, or P and Q both are 1. So here only you can see you have P, here you have P and Q both zeros, and here you have P and Q both ones. So in that case it will give you true result, and for rest of the cases you will be getting 0 result. So this is the property for biconditional. So next to that we have different laws which will help you to learn. What you have to do, you actually have to learn these laws. For what purpose? You actually have to learn this for the algebraic method. Okay, so here we have some properties. So we have 0 plus P is equal to P, 0 dot P is equal to 0. These two are the properties of 0 and 1. And then this is the absorption law. Even all those laws are fulfilling the truth table also. Well, I will tell you how to work on the truth table, but with respect to their names only, you should be clear with all these laws. You can see we have absorption law, involution law, idempotence law, complementarity law, commutative law, associative law, distributive law, De Morgan's law, conditional elimination, and biconditional, this one. So these two, conditional elimination is also called implication. Okay, implication, and this is biconditional, which we have covered just now. So next to that, let us start with some practical example to understand it in a more proper way. So here you can see this is the expression, and they are just asking us to find the truth table or to create the truth table of this expression. So I just wrote, as you can see, how many variables are there? 2 variables are there in this expression, 2 variables, right? So first I have taken 2 of the columns for 2 variables, and then you have A plus B here. So we are taking 1 for A plus B, and then 2 dot in between these two. So let us start. So we have A is 0, 0, 1, and then 1, right? Then B is 0, 1, 0, and 1. Then we will find this A plus B. What is that? That means if any one is true, it will give you true result. So 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1, and 1 plus 1 is 1. Okay, and when you will go for A dot, so that means this column, this one, and this one with dot. So that means both should be true. So 0 dot 0 is 0, 0 dot 1 is 0, and 1 dot 1 is 1, and then 1 dot 1 is 1. So this is the answer for this practical example 1. I hope you understood this one. If you remember the principle, we have the and, or, and the conjunctive principles also, right? Then we have the equivalent one. So implies, you know very well the implies is something. P implies to Q, which you can denote like this also. P implies to Q will be false when P is true and Q is false. So 1 and 0 will give you false result 1. So that means 1 implies to 0, 1 P variable, Q variable is 0, and the answer will be false, which is 0. Rest for all the things, it will give you true result. So let us start. The first column, you can see it is P implies to Q, which is equivalent to, this is tilde sign. So negation of Q implies to negation of P. So let us check the value for P the same way. 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So this is not of Q. So change the values 0 to 1, 1 to 0, 0 to 1, and 1 to 0. Then this is the negation of P. So 0 to 1, 0 to 1, 1 to 0, and 1 to 0. Then P implies to Q. So for 1 implies to q. So p is 1. So here you have p is 1 and then q is 0. So here only you will get 0 and for rest it will give you 1. Done. And then this is q. Okay. So here also this is the not of q implies to not of p. So the same thing 1 0. So not of q you check 1 and 0. So this will also give you 0 and the rest will be 1. Now you have to check equivalent. So this one is what? This one. And this one is what? This one. Please check the values are same. Yes. So hence proved. I hope you understood this one. So we can go with one more example just to make ourselves clear. P implies to Q. P implies to Q. P1, Q0, then it will be 0. Let us start. P implies to Q equal to P bar plus Q. P is 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. P bar. P bar, remember, it is still P. Same only, anyone. So 0 to 1, 0 to 1, 1 to 0 and 1 to 0. Next to that we have P implies to Q. Here we have P, here we have Q. Then for 1 0 it will give you 0 and for rest all it will give you 1. Then we have P bar. This is P bar and you have to find plus with Q. P bar plus Q. Remember, if any of the one is true, any one is true, then the resultant will be true only, right? So here we have P bar and Q. So 0 plus 1, this is true. So 1. 1 plus 1, obviously 1. 0 plus 0, 0. And 0 plus 1, 1. Now you have to check both are equal or not. Equal. So yes, check it. P implies to Q. P bar plus Q. Both are equal. So hence proved. And this proof you did with the help of truth table. Right? With the help of truth table. We have one more example here. You can check it and this is for biconditional. So please check it. P biconditional Q is equal to Q biconditional P. Let us check. P is 0, 0, 1, 1. Q is 0, 1, 0, 1. Then P biconditional Q. Remember, biconditional is both are true or both are false. Will be, please read it, a biconditional result into false when one of its component proposition is true and the other one is false will be 0. When P is 0 and Q is 1 or P is 1 and Q is 0. So in that case you will be getting a false result. Otherwise, if both are same, it will give you a true result. So this is for P biconditional Q. So both are same, then 1. This is different, 0, 0 and 1, 1. Then Q implies to P. Please check it again. Same thing. This time this is P. So you will check with this. Okay, so both are same will give you true. And if different, 0 and 1. So both are same only. So hence proved. Okay. So well, I think you understood this one. And we have one more example, the last one. You please check. This time I left this column because I want to fill it in front of you only. We have P, we have Q, and then P implies to, this is P, this is P bidirectional Q. Then we have one more, which is P implies to Q. Then we have one more, Q implies to P. And then we have one more, P implies to Q dot Q implies to P, right? The whole thing. Now let us start with the same only. The principle is same. 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Bidirectional. So if both are same, then the true result. And for different, it will give you false result. For this, actually it is P1 and Q0 will give you 0. P1 and Q0 will give you false and rest will be true. Okay. Then Q implies to P. Please check it. If Q1 and P0, this will give you 0 and rest will be 1. And then you have to go for in between. This one is AND. Okay. AND. So both should be true. So 1 and 1 will give you 1 or 1.1 is 1. 1.0 is 0. 0.1 is 0. And 1.1 is 1. Now you have to check this one. So this one is this column, right? This particular column. You please check it with the last one. So are they having, both of the columns are having the same values? Yes. So hence proved. Okay. So I hope you understood how to work with the different type of proposition and proposition and the logical statements and the conclusion. This is actually called conclusion. Well, this is based on the principle of statement, which the statement which is giving you a result in a form of true or false. You can write those statements in a form of truth table also. We did 4 type of operators: the connectives, the plus, dot, and implication and biconditional. And then we check the symbols which we are using for this is called or. You remember we did the truth table also with respect to these symbols. And then this is also called disjunctive, and this is conjunctive, which we are representing with dot symbol. Different symbols are there, you have to remember all these symbols. Then we started with implication and the principle of biconditional. Along with that we did the truth table and the all 4, how they are working with respect to the truth table. And then we tried some of the questions based on the same. So we did some practical questions also. So this one is very, very important for the next class, right? So you have to make yourself clear with all the 12 laws. Okay, you have to learn these all laws by heart, okay, which will help you to go for the algebraic proof of some of the things. And then we give some practical examples just to make ourselves clear with all those things. So that's all for today's class. I hope you understood this one, and if you understood, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and to share with your friends. Thank you.